Hey man, is this thing on, man? Is this thing on, man? Can I be heard? Is my mic on? Is it working? Can I be heard? Like before I even say anything, can I be heard? I just want to make sure y'all got the clarity and y'all can hear me. Cause boy. God. No. Okay, people saying I can be heard. Let me slow down. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Hold on. I told every single person that watches our show last night, before investment ratings, that I was going to do some expectation setting. I said that this had the potential to be a catastrophic failure. I said there was no boom potential. It was only bust potential, but how much was it going to bust? Pause if necessary. That's exactly what I said. Ladies and gentlemen, this busted so bad it made a porn star jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. We got to talk about it. Y'all know we standing at the grill. We getting ready to cook. We got the pots. We got the ingredients. We got everything. Oh my goodness. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Because if you are ready, that means welcome to AEW Collision and WWE Saturday Night's main event. John Cena's final match. Live review. It is your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big good.
Golly. I also said this had the potential to be so bad that this can be the straw that breaks the camel's back when it comes to the WWE Pukeverse and Triple Nose.
Yes.
Didn't I say it? Now, we're not going to talk about it just yet because we going to run through a show that actually did do proper fan service and did actually make you feel like you got your money's worth, even though you didn't pay anything except for the subscription to watch it. We're going to talk about that first. And then we going to get to Saturday night's main event. And boy, what a main event it was. Oh, we going to talk about it. So slow down, no skipping ahead. I told you guys, new ground rules. If I catch you skipping ahead, you're getting muted for probably an hour, if I'm being honest. And then if you do it again, I am packing you up out of the stream. So if you have typed in a comment that is skipped ahead, you better hope you deleted it by the time I scroll through this comment section. Because if I see it, nobody's exempt.
Yeah.
Okay? Just want to make that very clear. I got a pregame thought. You know what? Since WWE wanted to treat this like a pay-per-view with all these goddamn Kmart photo center fucking video packages that they did for John Cena, since they wanted to treat this like a motherfucking pay-per-view so bad, I got pregame thoughts. I kept saying, how bad does it have to get? And I'm going to do this without skipping ahead. I kept saying, how bad does it have to fucking get? I think we have reached it. I think we've reached that point. I think we have now officially reached that point. It is all downhill from here. Have y'all ever seen a toboggan slide? Has anybody ever seen a toboggan slide in real life? Triple Nose has officially been pushed down a damn toboggan slide. And you know, if you know one thing about toboggan slides, once you go down a toboggan slide and that momentum starts carrying, you can't stop it. That's all I got on pregame thoughts, because we gonna get to it, bro. Any pregame thoughts you have?
I don't think I've laughed this hard since Otis won the Money in the Bank.
Bro. Oh, we tore that to shreds.
We did.
Oh, we tore that whole Money in the Bank to shreds. I wish our first page was still up, because y'all, we tore that show to shreds, and we had so much fun.
Most of the time laughing.
Yeah, we had so much fun tearing that show to shreds. It was so fun. That was such a fun review. I want to get back to having that level of fun. I'm not gonna lie, and I think this is gonna be a good start. So, like King Jeremy the Wicked, I think your new commenter said Triple H is the worst booker of all time.
What the hell?
And you're just realizing this now?
Oh my God.
I told you.
No way.
And I hate being the told you so guy. I said this on last night's show. I said if there are any Fed walkers that watch our show, if there's anybody that's still holding on to that little bit of WWE faith that watches our show, Triple H was going to destroy it today. I said it. But we'll just wait till we get to it, y'all. Wait till we get to it. Again, if you skip ahead, you're getting packed up. That's going to be your own fault. Just wait till we get to it, y'all. Damn it. Warner, do you got any news, man? That's about all we going to do, guys. We're not going to stick to the traditional format. We finna cook tonight.
Real quick, WWE is allowing Andrade to work in Puerto Rico tonight. That's it.
They know their back is against the wall when it comes to that non-compete. And they're basically realizing that they're at the end of the rope of enacting those clauses in contracts. So now they're trying to play nice so that way they can see if they can hold on to doing them for a little bit longer. But eventually, probably within the next 2 to 3 years, those are not going to be in pro wrestling contracts anymore. They don't hold up in a court of law. They don't. They just don't. You know how many people, just on a lesser level, do you know how many people I know that worked at firms and they had that clause in their contract for when they leave, and some were like 6 months, some were 8 months, and then they took it to court and they got out of it almost immediately. Like within 3 weeks of going to court about it, they got out of it. That's about to be persona non grata when it comes to contracts, especially pro wrestling contracts. Because in an industry where these wrestlers are classified as independent contractors, upholding that for as long as it's been upheld is honestly a miracle within itself. But the legalities of these clauses are about to become, again, persona non grata. And I think WWE sees that coming, and they don't want to piss off potential future talent that might want to sign with the company. So they're going to start removing those from contracts. They're not going to have a choice. It's going to be union without union. Does that make sense? Let enough wrestlers start chatting and being like, man, I'm not really going to sign no contract with them if they're going to hold me up for that long. Let WWE start losing out on free agents because of their no-competes. Oh, I bet you that no-compete is going to disappear.
Like water.
That shit is going to go down the drain so fast. So fast. So just be mindful of that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to give you the game. Especially if we get a Democratic president.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Over. It's over. Yeah, no, that shit is over with. Man. But, I almost forgot to say what y'all job is, man. Let's not play stupid, y'all. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, financial lubricant gang. And for all the new people, that means donation gang. Show the necessary love to the show. Fuego already kicked off with 2 Schmackaroo saying, how many trash buttons does this buy? 2.
Try.
See that? See, the more money you send, however much money you send, that's however many trash buttons everybody's getting. Adrian Carpenter came through with 2 Schmackaroo, said my city. DC, boot that shit. We gonna talk about it. Slow down.
Slow down. We'll get there. There was another show on today.
That was extremely better than what we had.
Yeah.
I was telling Warner as soon as Saturday night's main event started, I said, thank God I had a palate cleanser in Collision, because I probably would have came on this review miserable as a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would have came on this review miserable as hell. Thank God for AEW. I told y'all, that's going to become a fucking catchphrase. Give it a year. That's going to become a catchphrase. Thank God for AEW, dude. Because holy shit, did they not pick up the elephant dung on a spoon and shove it in every single DC resident that showed up in that arena's mouth?
And all the celebrities they paid to show up.
Yeah, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning looked like he was being held hostage doing that damn video message. Yeah, so John Cena, yeah, Omaha.
Will you come on my show on Mondays now?
God damn, Peyton Manning. Blink twice if you are in trouble. Lord. Goodness gracious, man. I can't wait. You know what? Let's get straight into it, man. I'm having fun tonight. But wait, actually, Werner, let's not be rude. I'm going to read a couple leaderboard gang comments. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just to get everybody warmed up. Fuego said we got to talk about the good TV show first. Right.
That's
exactly.
right.
Adrian Carp said, I don't want to hear nothing negative about DC anymore. Let me see what else we got. Said, I'm so proud of DC. Oh, we going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Said, California won't even start to enforce that shit. Said, Andrade is going to get such a massive push when he rolls back into AEW, especially considering how professional he's been about it.
Yeah, I think he's going to go right into a feud with Kenny because that looked like the original.
That was money. Yeah,
plan.
that was money. Yeah, that's money. That's money.
Yeah.
We said that about his first run.
Right.
Yeah. That's money. That's money. Said, I hope they're not smart enough to remove it. Let me see what else we got. P-Rock said, you did say, bro, I tried to tell everybody what this was going to be. Even down to the finish. We'll talk about it, though. I tried to tell y'all what this was going to be. That AEW Collision should have went head-to-head with Saturday night's main event. Okay. No, wait. Hold on. Considering this, I could talk about this without skipping ahead. Let me say this. After tonight, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm going, why wouldn't I run head-to-head against this bullshit?
Yes. Now that I will agree with.
This should empower Tony Khan.
Yes.
Because it's all downhill from here for WWE.
Right. They have no one now.
Like I was saying to Werner off the record, I was saying off camera. What's that the other day? I said, unless Taker comes back for a full-time run or Stone Cold comes back for a full-time run.
Which ain't going to happen.
Dog, they are cooked. Because I've been saying since year one of this show, I've been saying this for longer. I've actually been saying this for 10 years. They have gone so far as to sacrifice so many potential stars to John Cena in the process of building him up that when he retires, they're going to have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. All of the people that have been saying that for the past 10 years plus feel vindicated right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to explain why when we get to it. All right, sir, let's go ahead and jump right into Collision, man. Let's get it popping. Let's go.
All righty. Collision opened up with a recap of Samoa Joe versus Eddie Burger Kingston and Hangman Page with Swerve Strickland versus Shibata and Will Hobbs, with Hangman making his intentions clear that he wants Samoa Joe at World's End. We then open the real show with Swerve versus Josh Alexander in a fucking cheat code.
Real quick, Swerve's new presentation makes him feel like the biggest deal on the roster. You know how
he looks like the guy now.
Yeah, you know how Will Ospreay's entrance has just that energy around it where it's like, this guy's a fucking star. This guy's a main eventer. Swerve's presentation now feels like this is the guy. This is one of those guys for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to be the end of it. I'm telling you guys right now, Tony Khan is going to have about 8 or 9 of these types of guys by 2028. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You don't have to even like AEW. But if you watch AEW and you actually watch it with unbiased eyes, you can tell by 2028, that main event scene is going to be loaded like a jumbo jet for Spirit with a whole bunch of ratchets on it.
Yeah. And Kyle will be in there too, which that's going to be crazy.
So let's give props where props is due. Tony Khan is actually making stars. Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to say that. My fault.
No.
My bad.
They don't tell stories or make stars. They just have matches.
Tony Khan is making stars. And without skipping ahead, after what happened tonight on that other side, I'm telling you, a lot of people who were thinking about shifting their eyes from WWE to AEW, but they were scared of being clowned by their friends and that they wear John Cena shirts and scared of being clowned by their friends that wear OTC shirts. I don't think they're going to give a fuck now.
Right.
I don't think they're going to give a fuck now. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Can we all agree on that? Is there someone that does disagree with that? Because I would love to hear your argument. It's like WWE is going out of their way to push eyes away from their product. And AEW is doing everything in their power to at least stay afloat long enough until that audience and that fan base that WWE continues to chase off inevitably, maybe a good 200,000 of them step over. But you know what, Werner? Again, let's get back to the match. Cheat code. Josh Alexander, Swerve Strickland, cheat code. I was shocked to see how much chemistry they had together.
Me too. But I'm going to say this again. Josh needs a fucking, he needs a storyline. Give him something. Give him something a little more. I mean, we have Collision. Use it.
You could tell by his work rate that he wants it too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not completely clown the fact that he doesn't have one right now, because I like the hunger that people in AEW work with when they don't have anything. You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Like people that don't have anything, but they're on TV weekly, like they just have like this hunger in the way that they wrestle. That's a good culture. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because when Josh Alexander finally does get something, look out. That's what that tells me. Like when Swerve finally got something.
Right.
Like Swerve finally got something and he just never stopped running. he got something and he's been running ever since.
Even when he got his little few minute stuff, like he ran with it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. And you and I both were singing his praises way back when he was just doing the spooky weird stuff with Billy Gunn.
Mm-hmm. AEW is that type of place where it's like, hey, if Tony gives you the ball and you run for 2 yards, it's your own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to give you every opportunity to run for a first down on every play.
Yep.
And if now it's starting to feel like if you can't make it there, you can't make it anywhere.
Exactly.
It's like they snatched that energy away from WWE. Where it's like, oh, if you can make it in WWE, you're really a star. No, AEW is starting to feel that way now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how I know? You want to know how I know? Watch this. Let me stop. You want to know how I know? If that wasn't the case, why does WWE keep snatching established stars from AEW? Oops.
Exactly.
Oops.
And doing nothing with them.
Uh-oh.
Doing nothing with them.
Uh-oh. Did I say the quiet part loud? If that wasn't the case, why does WWE keep signing their established stars? And by established stars, I mean stars that AEW established. Just in case there's any confusion. For fuck's sake, WWE might be getting Jericho back. Like, what are we doing?
And what is that going to do? What is that honest? That's not going to move the needle for WWE.
Bro.
That's just another mid-carder going for a bag.
If AEW was such a shithole in the Outlaw Mud Show, why do they want to pluck their roster?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they want to keep the presentation of who they pluck from their roster the same? If WWE was so adept at making stars, they were so keen and they had the prowess to make so many stars, Jay Cargill would have had a brand new presentation altogether.
Mm-hmm. Same with Cody.
I said this back in year 3 of us doing this show. If AEW wants to get the recognition, the love, the accolades, the praise that WWE gets even when they commit massive failures and just absolutely unforgivable booking decisions, they have to snatch it. I said the AEW and Tony Khan has to turn into chain snatches. They got to snatch it. They got to take it because this compromised media is not going to give it to them. All of these pie in the sky WWE dream indie wrestlers are not going to give it to them. I said all of these different walks of life and people are not going to give it to them. They have to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Love Nikki Blackheart and she loves us back. But I'm going to tell you what, if I'm Nikki, I'm looking at this show going, why would I want to be there?
Exactly.
Why would you want to be there? It's a dying star. Yeah, it's a dying star. Why would you want to be there? Fuck a dying star. It's a black hole. The WWE product and brand is a black hole. It's a corporate black hole. And at the event horizon of this black hole is that ugly corporate ass WWE logo. Everything that enters the WWE black hole does not exit. And WWE fans can get mad at all of the wrestlers that actually had the ability. Let's pretend they're Superman. Let's pretend they're Sentry. They actually had the ability to get away from the black hole, and these are the people they get mad at.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see tonight? How can you be mad at them for not wanting to go to that?
Right.
How can you watch Swerve versus Josh Alexander and then watch Saturday night's main event, pick a match, any match, and be like, I still want to go there. For what? For what? For what? What do you gain? Let's keep going with Collision, man. We can fly through Collision.
Yeah, Swerve grabbed the mic, said he did not come back to face the Don Callis family. He came back for the AEW World title, and Hangman Page was not the only guy after Joe. Swerve wanted his title back. Short, sweet, to the point, enjoyed it. Nothing wrong with it.
Real quick, Weekly Steel Chair, that's been debunked. Even the compromised media had to report on that. You said they'll say money. Nope. It's been proven that they do not pay scale anymore.
Nope.
This is already that's debunked. That's debunked.
What was it last year when they were when WWE was throwing fits that Tony overpaid Swerve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been debunked.
Come on.
That's been debunked. They can't run that. They cannot run that talking point out there anymore.
No, it's all about the dream.
Yeah, no, that cannot. Yeah, no. Literally the only thing that these WWE pie in the sky dream indie wrestlers can literally sell to the media or sell to their audience and their fan base is, like Werner said, it was my dream to always be here. They can't sell anything else. They don't have the better promos. They don't have the better wrestling. They don't have the better anything. They don't have the better pizza. They don't have the better ingredients. They don't have Papa John's. They don't have anything. It's just not better. It may be the bigger company, but it's not the better company. It's not.
Right.
And that's not even subjective at this point. Come on, bro. Like, it's not. So they're going to be yelling down an empty hallway when they say that bullshit. It's been my dream. It's going to be an empty hallway. You know why? Because we don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
You indie wrestlers cannot sell your fan base on going to WWE as it being the better promotion anymore. You can't. Because your fan base is going to be like, man, poppycock. Fuck is you talking about? Bruh. Let's keep going with Collision, man.
Already up next, Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa said they're going to join the toast to celebrate the new AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. Up next after that, we got Kris Statlander and Jamie Hayter taking on the Sisters of Sin. Julia Hart and Skye Booty.
You
With
disrespected.
Thekla.
Hold on, you disrespected Jamie Booty. You know, shout
Sorry,
out to-
Jamie Booty. I
know.
apologize.
Ooh. Your connection was a little choppy right there. All right, go ahead. Continue, sir.
Oh, whoa.
The connection was a little choppy. It was like, I got this ice box where my heart used to be. Go ahead.
I thought this was a mini cheat code.
Yeah, I go with mini.
I mean, but just barely.
Yeah, it's squeaked by.
Yeah.
See, again, guys, we're not AEW Glazers. Like it squeaked by. It did just enough. And I think we're not. Here's the crazy part, Warner. We say this based on expecting better.
Mm-hmm.
We don't say this based upon our own bar and our own scale, our personal scale. We say that based on what AEW normally does.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is so refreshing. That is
Isn't
so
it?
refreshing when the promotion sets the bar and you don't have to set a bar for them. Ain't that some refreshing shit? But yeah, no, I agree. Mini Chico, it barely squeaked to it, but it got there. It got there.
Right.
Go ahead.
Jamie Booty and Kris Statlander defeated the Sisters of Sin. Backstage, Jamie Hayter challenged Kris Statlander to a title match at World's End. Statlander accepted before they started arguing.
Oh, and Julia, work on your footwork, beloved.
Yeah.
Work on your footwork, beloved. You were a former cheerleader. Your footwork should be way better in that ring, sweetheart. I say it with love, Love. I say it with the utmost love. Work on that footwork, sweetheart. That is what's tripping you up. No pun intended. No pun intended. I'm just keeping it a buck. That is the only thing holding up back in that ring. Skye just needs to, I mean, she works indies from time to time, but like Skye is all reps because when she was getting weekly matches or like semi-weekly matches, what year was that? 2022? A 3? I think it was 2023. Where she was getting semi-weekly matches, she was getting better and better every go.
Is this right before her title run?
It was
Or during her
definitely
title run?
definitely pre-Sisters of Sin. I know that much.
Ooh. Okay.
I want to say it was early 23.
I think you're right.
But yeah, when she was getting consistent matches, it was reasonable. You were like, okay, she's improving. You could see the improvement. So I think the key with her is definitely going to be reps. That is going to be the key with Skye Booty. That's for damn sure. But yeah, no, Julia, just go to whatever training facility you can and just work on footwork. Work around the ring, do collars and elbows, repeat. Just work on that footwork.
See if Tony will let you do an indie date once or twice.
Like do ins and outs. You know what ins and outs
Yeah.
are. Do ins and outs. Do leg, all that. Like just get in that ring and work on your footwork. You are too small and too nimble to not have good footwork in that ring. Okay? I would tell her this to her face. And again, I say it with love. I say it with Love. I really do. Because I think she has so much potential. She does great character work for her age.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All love. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next. Cheat code. Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita in a blue team match.
Does not rule. Blue team does not rule match.
Blue team does not rule, but the only shining light of the blue team is this match.
Yes. Yes. Look, if y'all wonder why our AEW reviews, we just pretty much spend our time just shooting the shits about the matches and just talking about how much we enjoyed it, is because we actually enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
What a concept, right? Like, do we need to get into analysis? Like, okay, it's easy to get into analysis. Claudio worked like a powerhouse in a match with a guy that was of an equal size. You don't really see that often.
No.
That was such a unique dynamic to this matchup. Claudio's still working like a powerhouse, even though him and Takeshita are pretty much the same size, pause, if necessary.
Pause.
That you don't see that a lot. So even the match structure was unique for this. You had never seen Takeshita, and by the way, Takeshita was bumping his ass off and selling his ass off, pause, if necessary,
Pause.
for Claudio in this match.
Yep.
Because people forget pro wrestling is a collaborative effort. If your opponent wants to make you look like complete and utter dog shit, it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's not. But the fact that everybody in AEW, especially during the Continental Classic, it seems like they go out there and they try to elevate their game each match and make sure each opponent looks good. So that way it's been building up the prestige of the tournament each year that it's been around. What more could you ask for? You get what I'm saying? Like, what more could you ask for?
You know, and I think you'll agree with me on this. Matches like this need to happen more on the blue team. I mean, we know the gold team, you're going to get 4 or 5 of them
Gold team rule.
right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But the blue team needs to have at least 2 or 3 every year.
Eliminate the Orange Cassidys of the world. Eliminate that. Get that shit out of there, dude. Get that shit out of there. Fuego said Takeshita dealing with a stronger opponent was new and dope. Yeah, man. Like, how could you? Like, that was dope. That was dope.
You know what it reminds me of? You know what this match reminded me of? That Ring of Honor match in Grand Rapids that we saw live. That was a phenomenal match. And to continue that here with that, great.
Wait, Carter Slade said AEW is relaxing. WWE makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to interpret what I think you mean by that, so I'm gonna have you elaborate on that yourself, because I don't assume, because you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, don't want to assume. Said the CMLL champ versus the New Japan champ is such a rarity. That as well.
I think this is the first time ever.
Is it?
That's what they said on commentary.
Huh. Okay, well, shit, that is. Weekly Steel Chair came through with the 5 pounds. Said the blue team has been booked like the second block of matches in the G1 and World Tag League. It just gets overlooked, unfortunately. Well, when Tony Khan plans on, pause if necessary, inserting his favorites into everything that is massive within the company, that happens. No part of the C2 needs Orange Cassidy.
You know what's funny? We didn't see his favorites in the Owen. Why can't we have it with the C2 as well?
Wasn't Orange Cassidy still injured?
Previous years.
Yeah, I was finna say, like, that was probably the only reason why. All of his favorites were fucking injured. Orange Cassidy was still injured. Eddie Burger Kingston was still injured. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Carter. So he said WWE stresses me out. It's why it makes me uncomfortable. Okay. That is a self-inflicted wound. If no one has ever told you that before, my God, that is a self-inflicted wound. It's like Bird Box. Just look away. just look away.
And you'll feel a lot better.
Dude, it is magical. All that stress will disappear overnight. I don't care if you grew up with it. I don't give a damn about nothing. Just look away. I wish we could look away. Because every time we do, and we do an AEW review, the energy is great. Yeah. Said Orange should just be on Collision, do a babyface shit in the mid card at most. Said Orange, there we go. That's more like it. Orange should be working at Target or whatever you got. Hey, man, look.
There you go.
That's more like it. Said WWE would never try a round robin tournament like the Continental Classic or a G1 because it's too much pro wrestling. That's a fact. Plus, they don't. Paul, I don't see color, triple nose. Levesque doesn't know how to book.
No. Look what he's done to the King of the Ring.
Like, let's start there. Let's start at the ground level. He doesn't know how to book. So that's why I would fail. If any other reason, he doesn't know how to book. He doesn't know what he's doing. I say it with love. He don't know what no, I don't. I say that with the utmost hatred. He does not know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't. I promise. Okay? Said 3 C2s better than all 30 King of the Rings. Hey, man. You can almost make that argument.
Yeah, you could.
All right, let's keep going, Werner.
All righty, since we didn't talk about it, Claudio and Takeshita ended in a draw.
And it
which
worked.
is rare to see in the C2.
It worked.
It worked. No, I thought this worked perfectly here, especially with both being champions in other companies.
Yep, way to protect those belts.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. Go ahead.
Up next, we got Speedball, Mike Bayley, and Kevin Knight backstage talking about how they're going to give it their all when they face each other later tonight. Short, sweet, to the point. All right, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron came down to the ring to celebrate the World Tag Team title win. Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa came down to the ring to celebrate with them.
Slow down. Willow. That's the first time I've ever said it in that tone. Willow. Ma'am, you decided to let the chesticles just go ahead and just... All right.
So I was going to bring this up after I was done.
Pause. Hey, man, we don't need to know what you do when you by yourself, man.
Not that, no.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
After I was done with this segment, I was going to bring this up. Does Willow earn the Willow titties?
I got it. She got to do that more. She got to do it more.
Yeah, I agree.
She got to do it more. No. But I was like, okay. All right. I didn't know what else to say. I saw her coming down that ramp just jiggling. I was like, oh, there it is. Okay. Good for you, Willow. Good for you. Let's keep on.
All right. Mina Shirakawa came down to the ring to celebrate with them. Buzz said they gave the audience a fight to remember. Then Mercedes Moné showed up, came to the ramp and said that they couldn't have a championship celebration without her. Mina told her to shut up, and Tony Storm challenged her to a match. Harley Cameron noted that Mercedes has no friends, but Mercedes challenged the 4 women to a tag match next week on Dynamite.
If Mina told Werner to shut up, he would be quiet immediately.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you would. She'd start shaking her titties, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this motherfucker. May I offer you some mayonnaise? Hey, that's the fuck you gonna do. You ain't even gonna offer a sandwich. You just gonna offer a jar of fucking mayonnaise. You ain't even gonna bring a knife. Would you like some mayonnaise? Shit don't even got a label on it. It's just a jar. Mystery mayonnaise having ass boy. All right. Major Carpenter said, I smell a 4-way tag coming at World's End. I'm going to pause that just in case.
Pause.
Just in case. Just in case. Okay. All right. Said Mercedes suddenly holding on to her ass while she ran away was a simple and fantastic character work. Her mouth and what the fuck too was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was great.
You know what I'm saying? And why not wax your ass if you're Mercedes? Weekly Steel Chair. You got a problem with people who wax their ass, man? Are you a perennial ass waxer? Is that your new thing? Is that what you're into? You collect golf clubs and you wax ass? Is that your new thing? Werner was Donald Driver for the Green Bay Packers.
No. He
turned into a black man he turned into a black man for a couple years, athletic black man. And then he said, you know what, the power of mayonnaise compels me, and he went right back to being a white man. But he was Donald Driver. That did
fuck the Packers.
So if you ever go back and watch those highlights, that was Werner. That was
fuck Werner. The Packers.
Will Smith came there, deneuralized him. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So yeah, just remember that. Number 80, Donald Driver, Werner Eberhardt, same person.
Same
person.
Fuck the Packers.
You know, just keeping it a buck. Yeah, he did say go Pack go. He said it
multiple
times.
I've never said that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's a true story. Thank you, Fuego. You know, you bought his book. My 3 years as a black man. You bought his book. You bought. Day one, I was pulled over for no reason, and I don't know why. That's okay.
I think I would be murdered if I posed as a black man for 3 years.
Not as Donald Driver.
No, it's okay if I'm Donald Driver.
Yeah, because
5'7" Donald Driver.
Because fucking you would be in Green Bay, Wisconsin, around a lot of white people.
That's true.
Exactly. Okay. Now, we don't know what he did with the money, but rumor has it he started an underground mayonnaise syndicate. That is the rumor. That is the rumor. That's just a rumor. A&E is trying to get that confirmed. All right. But he will be on the first mayonnaise. Be sure to watch that, okay? Let's keep going, Warner.
Alrighty, up next we got Ricochet backstage with his AEW National Championship. He said he's going to win the AEW Diamond Battle Royale next week.
Fuck me, Jesus. Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal. Jesus Christ, bro. The Diamond Ring. I can read. All right, bro. We got you, dog. We got you. Go ahead.
Next week, and we'll take the title shot. He would get out of it to become Ricky Two Belts. I didn't know a ring is now considered a belt.
Jars of mayonnaise in the chat. Jars of mayonnaise in the chat. Warner needs some motivation. Jars of mayonnaise in the chat. Okay.
A promo video aired for the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royale with everyone talking about why they want to win it. Yay.
What you mean, yay? That was really exciting. You even declared. That was great. Go ahead.
We all know it's going to be MJF because God forbid if it goes on anyone else.
Oh, that's where your butt hurt was coming from. Oh, got it.
That's
okay.
not my...
Got it. All right. It's okay, Warner. It's okay. We're going to get you a burrito, and we're going to calm you down. It's going to be a 7-Eleven burrito, so it's probably going to be made of deer ankles. But you're going to eat it, and you're going to calm down, okay? Look at him. He's looking forward to it. What can I put on that deer ankle burrito?
Shut the fuck up.
He's thinking about what he going to put on it. He was like, do I have anything to put on that? That avocado ranch sauce in my refrigerator, is it still good?
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead. And yes, I said deer ankle burrito. Go judge your mama, not me. All right, go ahead.
All right, up next we got Kevin Knight versus Speedball Mike Bayley in a Gold Team Rules match.
Kevin Knight, you say?
Kevin Knight and fucking cheat code again.
Yes, indeed. Not mad at it.
This was a great match. They have amazing chemistry. We want more.
Just in case.
Pause.
But yes, it was definitely a cheat code. Kevin Knight keeps showing why he is going to be one part of the future of AEW. And Speedball, for whatever reason or another, I think the switch is flipped on him in AEW.
Yes.
I really believe that finally he is, no pun intended because he doesn't wear shoes, but he has found his footing in AEW. He is ascending, which we knew he could do. That's not the doubt. We knew he could ascend. That's not even the question. But the work he's doing right now, honestly, for best performances, he's up there. He's up there in this tournament so far. So let's see how this tournament shakes out. Let's keep going, sir.
Already up next, we got Kyle Fletcher backstage. He got a promo about how he's angry about losing to Speedball Mike Bayley on Dynamite. But he was going to take it out on Pac and get his momentum back in Manchester on Dynamite. Which Pac answered him, saying that while he thought Fletcher was a brilliant wrestler, nothing brilliant was going to happen in Manchester.
Well, shouts out to a man named Chester. So yeah, shouts out to that. I saw Alex in the comment section, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that you appreciate the streams, man. I'm still doing it for now. So yeah, no, shouts out to you. And also, yeah, Ron has said something that I thought was funny. He said Jet versus Speed. That's pretty funny. That's what it was. That's actually what it was. Good for you. Said he should make the Final Four if he keeps it up. I don't disagree with that, Fuego. I do not disagree with that. I do not. All right, but let's keep going before Werner has a Mayo attack. Go ahead.
We're at the main event, kids.
Does this make you want to twirl your mustache, Werner?
Mark Briscoe versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT title.
Werner was Raleigh Fingers. I have it on good proof. Werner was Raleigh Fingers. Shouts out to you if you know who Raleigh Fingers is. Go
No
ahead.
surprise, Marked Briscoe defeated Daniel Garcia with a J Driller.
Marked Briscoe Werner.
Marked. Yep. Marked Briscoe.
Fuck. Marked Briscoe. Damn it, Werner. Damn it. Okay. And you emphasize, you emphasized the D way too strong, too. That's what pissed me off about it. Like, you didn't even try to clean it up. You just said Marked Briscoe. Like, damn, man. Fuck. How could I clean it up for you? God damn it. Yeah, marked, not to be confused with punked. But yes, Marked Briscoe. Fuck. But no, Marked Briscoe has also been working at a pretty good fucking level. And I hope that he has a decent TNT title reign. I don't think this is going to be a long one, pause if necessary.
Pause.
But I do think that this is going to be a decent one because he has been also stepping his game up. And hopefully that continues. Because a lot of people, they get a belt and their in-ring work goes.
Yeah. That's
So, yeah.
very true.
Yeah, thankfully Marked Briscoe won. Yes, marked. And okay. Y'all gonna get mad at me. I'm not finna go on the Daniel Garcia rant. I'm just gonna say this. Even the most diehard AEW people that I normally see on Twitter were like, can we stop the Daniel Garcia experiment? Like, people that just like a year and a half ago were defending Daniel Garcia, they're even like, all right. Why is Daniel Garcia in the main event?
Great question.
Like,
It's a great question. I mean, the only person who can answer that is Tony.
like, dude, even your diehards, or the sickos as people call them, even your sickos are sick of Daniel Garcia. And his massive, and that's an understatement, his massive overpush at this point.
He can't get that crowd to pop at all.
There's nothing he can do.
No.
There's nothing dude, we've said it ad nauseum. He doesn't have it. Like, there's nothing Tony can do that will make the crowd go, this guy's got it. It just won't happen. It seems like he's starting to do a soft D push of Eddie Burger Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when are you gonna start on Daniel Garcia, man? Get a move on that one, Tony. Get a move on that one ASAP, like yesterday. Okay. Let me see what we got. Steve said, just keep him paired with Yuta. No, that drags down Yuta. No.
Yeah, I think Yuta has a higher ceiling.
Yeah, Yuta has actually shown that he has. I think he has a future in AEW as a pesky bastard of a fucking heel. Like a just a snarky ass. Like, okay, shouts out to my boy
Mid card.
Wait, shouts out to my boy Joe Alonzo. Like, what Joe Alonzo is doing on the indies right now, go check him out if you haven't. There's room for Wheeler Yuta to have a gimmick like that in AEW in the future. In the mid card, like Werner was preparing to say, in the mid card. That's going to be where he lives. A middle of the mid card, maybe sometimes top of the mid card, snarky, sniveling, chicken shit heel. That's his gimmick. That's going to be his gimmick. Daniel Garcia, try to take 10 seconds to think about what role you can slot him in where he would be worth the TV time. Shouts out to my brand TV time if you want your clothing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit me up for that. But yeah, take a second to think about it. But you gonna slot him in as a dominant heel? Right. All right. Look at Werner's face. He said, I wouldn't put that on a jar of Ben and Jerry's. Dude, there's nothing you could slot him into. Yeah, Weekly Steel Chair, that's a good one. Yeah, he could clean the mat.
Yeah.
It's nothing, dude. But man, let's get to ratings for Collision, then we go get it. Here we go get into that other horse manure that I'm sure y'all came here to get our opinions on. You know what? I'm going to give this Collision an 8.8. I'm going to give this Collision an 8.8. The only thing that held it back from being over a 9 was Daniel Garcia being in the fucking main event.
Yeah.
Moment of the night on Collision. Man, I could be cheap and say the whole show. But you know what? I'm going to give it, just because it's hard in a tournament setting to have chemistry, but yet they found it. I'm going to give it to Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bayley.
That's true.
That's difficult. That's very difficult, especially when you're a tag team. Go ahead.
You know, I'm with you on the 8.8. I mean, Daniel Garcia, get Daniel Garcia off the show. If you had Daniel Garcia off the show, this would have easily been probably what, a 9.5?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, moment of the night. You know, I'm gonna give it to the starter of the show. I'm gonna give it to Swerve and Josh Alexander.
That was physical. That was a real fit. When he kicked his headgear off, I said, holy shit. That was a physical ass match, dude. Fuego said 9 to... You know, by the way, real quick, I think Swerve is bulking up for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody that's like, I don't know if I like how that looks on him. First of all, pause, because why do you care that much? But like, I think he wants to be in the business for probably another 7 to 10 years. And the only way he's going to be able to do that is to build his body up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. But Fuego said 9. Takeshita versus Claudio fighting after the bell. Yeah, that was a nice moment too. Ma'am said 9 moment of the night. Swerve versus Josh Alexander. Weekly Still Chair said, before you got to talk about the horseshit show, Warren, I said you something I think you and Daryl need to hear. Adrian Carp said 8.8 moment, Claudio versus Takeshita. Or as you spelled, Takeshita. Weekly Still Chair said 9. You know what I'm saying? See what we got. Okay. Well, all right. Well, just talk to you. Said Teclas. Entrance was Wicked Trickery. Wicked Trickery. We got a Wicked Trickery in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody put Wicked Trickery. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. See what else we got. 8.7 moment of night. Takeshita versus Claudio. We can't give it 100, but all right. Said 8.5. This is the best Collision episode this year. They just need to be consistent. I forget there's no fitter. My daughter tonight. Said I see Swerve changing his style soon. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pause. You gotta bulk up. You have to bulk up. Like if you want to, like if you're the age Swerve is, you have to bulk up if you want to at least get, again, 7 more years out of the business. At least. P Rock said a 9 for me moment of the night was Takeshita versus Claudio. Yeah, man. It was a lot to be, happy with on tonight's Collision, but yeah, Daniel Garcia being in a main event should not happen. I don't care who's opposite of him. That should not fucking happen. Okay? Oh, buddy. Now here comes the moment you all have been waiting for. Because we all know that some of you guys are fair walkers and all y'all want to hear us talk about is WWE.
Here it comes.
Guys, it is time to get into WWE Saturday night's shit event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into Saturday night's main event. I would say, where do we start? But Werner, I think I know exactly where we start. Let's get to the top of this show. Wait, before we get to the top of this show, ladies and gentlemen, I said, of course. Because the first voice you hear on this broadcast outside of Lillian Damn Garcia singing the national anthem was Paul Wrinklehead, I don't see color, Levesque. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this shit up. Warner, you know what? I could spend a minute plus some on that. But you know what? Let's get into the show.
Saturday night's main event. John Cena's funeral. And don't worry, everybody. Michael Cole has the goosebumps for everybody. We open up with the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, taking on NXT champion, Femi.
It all started with a little boy named John. That's funny. Yeah, man.
No one knows what goat means anymore because it's thrown around too much.
I'm a part of a cult where I'm the only person in it. I worship me.
And everybody loves me.
Welcome to my cult. Fuck! This shit sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Bro, oh God, it sucks. We haven't even gotten into a match and I'm already flipping a shit. It's so terrible. Dog, I said to Werner, because Werner brought it up first, but I was like, bro, did we find out that John Cena is in stage 4 cancer before the fucking show or something?
That's why I said it's Saturday night's main event, John Cena's funeral.
Dude, y'all remember those Kmart commercials where they'd have the families walking through there making it seem like this wonderland and it's just fucking Kmart? That's what they made this seem like. I'm like, dude, John Cena's career will not be remembered with fondness outside of the dorks that were born in like 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, his career is going to be remembered for all of the talent that he buried that was better than him. Why are you making it seem like God is leaving WWE? Jesus fucking Christ. Mm-hmm. He's not the greatest of all time. He's not even the greatest of his generation.
No.
Lord, give me a fucking knife. Shit. Go, please.
So, as I said fucking last night, this match ended in a no contest after Drew McIntyre decided to interfere.
Werner called that one to the T. I called him just to laugh and give him his whiskey just because he called that.
Mm-hmm.
Triple Nose ran a Dairy Queen on the first fucking match. Now, here was the funny part. I saw the WWE drone community running Cope straight away. I was like, oh, they already got the defense brigade ready.
Yep.
Well, what else was supposed to happen? You can't have Femi lose or Cody lose, so what else did everybody think was gonna happen? I'm giving this a mulligan.
And I was like, oh, just you fucking wait. Because I also made a prediction. And we're gonna find out if that prediction came true, don't you know?
That's right.
And yeah, dude, even with the so-called protection that Chody and Femi got with his bum ass, this match, and by the way, this match never got into second gear.
No.
This match never got into second gear. It barely was even in first. And again, I said this on last night's show. That's your king? That's the guy that y'all been hyping up to me?
I figured it out. He is dancing like the dad at the white guy cookout.
Dude, he's walking
with the music going on.
Dude, he's walking like he got a fucking Groupon event for Polka Happiness. Like, what the fuck? Dude, what? I just can't. I can't. Y'all hype up the worst wrestlers, WWE fans. I hate you motherfuckers. I hate you all. I hate you all. His name is Femi.
Dear Lord.
It's not even a Nigerian name.
No.
I'm FBA. I am not fucking African, but even I fucking know that's not a Nigerian name. Goodness gracious, all fucking mighty. And his facial expressions make it look like he has to take a shit or he already took it and he's trying to figure out an exit strategy. Y'all hype up, you WWE fans hype up the worst wrestlers. Look at that story they tell, though. What story?
All they do is tell stories.
Looking constipated?
Well, that is a story.
Look, he has a silhouette in his entrance. Yeah, because he's a human being that casts a shadow, dickhead. Like, what? Fuck. This is y'all or cinema cook hoop? This shit is garbanzo. Fuck me. This was so ass. The in-ring work was ass and it was awkward. Way to make Drew McIntyre and everybody involved in this match look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's honestly what you did.
Weekly Steel Chair came through with 2 pounds. Saying Triple Nose, tonight is the dawning of a new era.
Yeah.
Remember, though, it's going to be so many surprises. Everyone's going to have the freedom because we have all the time in the world.
Now, kids, just remember, we are 5 days away from the anniversary of You're the Authority Now. We listen to you.
Boy, I swear to God, if Triple H was running a ship, it would be the fucking Amistad.
Mm-hmm.
Or the fucking Titanic. Y'all gotta stop, bro. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Up next, we get 2 video packages of celebrities giving John Cena fellatio.
Verbal fellatio.
Verbal fellatio.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Up next, we have Bayley.
Stop. Pin Mike, I told you this 7 months ago. I'm about to start sounding like Will Smith in Men in Black 2. My man come busting through the back of the train car. See, that's the problem with y'all New Yorkers. You're ignorant. You don't listen. I tried to tell y'all this 7 fucking months ago. The dude is as green as fucking AstroTurf in Cowboy Stadium. Y'all didn't want to believe me. The dude, man, if it is one thing I know I have an eye for fucking talent. I told y'all the dude is not worth this weight in fucking Black Panther gear. I fucking told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all don't listen. Y'all hard-headed. Like, there's nothing there. Hey, but Pin Mike, I feel you, but next time, just take my word, bro. Just take my word. So that way you don't have to suffer. Just take my word. I told you this back in the summer. The dude is terrible. He can't, it looks like he could barely even walk. Did anybody else notice that? He even walks funny. You know, okay. Now, now's not the time to be Mr. Cool. Fellas, we've all done this in our lives. Y'all ever had that moment where you at the function or something like that, and you got to take a shit, bathroom is fucked up, and you go home and you like, oh, man, I'm not going to make it. And a little bit kind of creep out a little bit, you start crowning a little bit, and then you feel that little smudge in your crack, and you like, oh, damn. That's how Femi was fucking walking in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not the time to be Mr. Cool. Fellas, we've all been through it. We've all been through it. Now is not the time to play Mr. Cool. You feel that smudge in your crack, you like, oh, man. You know that walk. Let's get, oh, God damn it. But yeah, Soul Ruca versus Bayley. I'd fuck the shit out of Soul Ruca, by the way. But yes, Soul Ruca versus Bayley. Femi walks with skid marks. But go ahead.
Real quick to make this a long story short. Ruca hit a Soul Snatcher for
Soul
the win.
Snatcher.
Soul Snatcher. Again, I don't watch NXT. I don't pick up on this jargon of NXT finishers.
Snow Snatcher? What the
Snow Snatcher.
What the fuck is a snow?
I don't
What
even
the-
know.
Was that a fucking prehistoric animal, Werner?
Yes.
If you look at the snow. What the fuck? Soul. But, okay. I was saying this to Werner because at this point, I guess we were having our own personal watch along.
Yeah, we were.
I said to Werner, it's sad because I think Soul Ruca has so much potential, but it will never be realized in that company.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have to levy a criticism on Soul Ruca. It got to a point in the match where I was like, oh, this is getting a little Cirque du Soleil-ish. She was doing everything the WWE drones accused Will Ospreay of doing.
Oh, yeah, big time.
It was a lot of flippity-doppity stupidity do. And I was just like, oh, okay. It got a bit much. It got to a point where I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I like the way they set up the Soul Snatcher. I will admit that. Because if you're gonna set up that finishing move, that's how you do it. If you're going to set that because I think it's a dumbass finishing move. Don't get me wrong, but like if you're going to do it, how they executed it, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. It seemed very off the cuff, but the rest of this match, it's like Bayley. God bless her. Because I said to Warner, I love the work that she's doing with Lodestone and working with all of the women coming up in the industry. I think that shit is dope. I really think that shit is dope. And it's funny because I knew Nikki Blackheart was going to be in it before it was even announced. And she had told me, but obviously I could hold water. But I love what she's doing with that. But I also look at it on the flip side and I go, Janai Kai is better than Bayley right now. So some people might say this is arrogance. You're not too good to learn. I know that. But if I'm a person like Janai Kai, I'm looking at Bayley going, I can out wrestle you. What can I actually learn from you? Like I can out wrestle you any day of the week. It's not a diss song. It's not a diss song. Bayley comes across as a very good person that cares about the business. It's not a diss song. It's a real song. That would have been my legitimate question. I would have been like, hey, I'm not trying to be like arrogant or think I know everything, but like I'm pretty solid in the ring. What do you think I could learn from you? And I would ask that question legitimately. I would ask that in good faith. I would actually ask that question in good faith. Because what I saw in this match was Bayley actually struggling to kind of keep up with Soul Ruca. Bayley was playing a game of catch up in this match, which is one of the main reasons of why I don't want her in AEW. You know why? Because that would be every match that doesn't involve Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't involve Mercedes or a newer talent like a Skye Booty or a Julia Hart, all of her matches are going to look like that. And as good of a person as she is, I would hate to see her struggle to keep up with those girls in AEW for let's say she signed a 2-year deal. I would hate to see her for 2 years struggle with all those girls and set them back in the ring. But who knows? I also look at flip sides of things. Maybe she could go to AEW and shut me the fuck up. There's a flip side to everything. Maybe she could go to AEW and show a whole different side of herself in that ring that none of us have ever seen. But I've watched her Shimmer work. I've watched a lot of her work from back when she, before she went to WWE. WWE fans don't think that exists, but it does.
Right.
And even back then, she was just all right. And that was at best. But go ahead, Warner. You was finna say something.
My question is, wouldn't Bayley technically be an upgrade for Madison Rayne?
Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
Because that's how I see it.
Absolutely.
Because like if you get her as a coach, I mean, let's upgrade for Madison Rayne. Nothing against Madison Rayne personally. She doesn't have it anymore.
I think she lost her juice with the ladies for sure. I think that division definitely needs a face in there that is excited and new and wants to develop a division. And I think Bayley does fit that mold, but I would have to see Bayley work different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she would be Davina Rose again, but like I would want to see her work different styles. I would want her to prove me wrong. I would want her to come into AEW and shut me up. Let me see her do chain wrestling. Let me see her do lucha. Let me see her do all that stuff. And then maybe I'd be like, hey, get her in the helm up that women's division. Maybe. Now imagine this. Mercedes retires. Bayley retires. You got the both of them helming up the AEW women's division training those girls.
Mm-hmm.
Take a second to really think on that one. That's good. Go ahead.
And this is just me thinking outside the box. What if every once in a while Beth shows up?
Yeah. Why not?
And helps the Megasis. And hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, Bazilla.
I think Jazz is tied in, by the way, with WWE, but that's somebody else who I would like to see go over there and work with those girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't the biggest, but she worked a powerhouse style. She worked a real physical style. And I think she would be able to help a Julia Hart. She'd be able to help a Skye Booty. She'd be able to help like the smaller women that want to work a more aggressive style. I think she would be able to help those girls.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a lot of options on the table. And I think a lot of people are going to abandon ship from WWE because I'm going to be honest, the direction they are going right now, it's looking shaky, baby. It's looking shaky. It's looking shaky McGrady, boy. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. But let's keep going.
Already up next, we have a bunch of superstars and Stu wishing John Cena well in his retirement.
I rebuke that cringe. It was like they were going out of their way to maximize as much cringe as they could.
Isn't this the part where I was like, is he dying?
Bro, they went out of their way to be like, oh, you think this is corny? You think this is lame? You think this is cringe? And I also said this to Werner at this point of the show. I said, you want to know what this made me think in the moment? I was like, this makes me so grateful for seeing how Sting's retirement played out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw somebody earlier say, if I was Tony Khan, I would drop the Sting Darby Young Bucks match on YouTube tonight. That is one of the smartest and best comments we have ever seen on this platform. Whoever said that, drop that back in the comment section again.
Mm-hmm.
That would be gangster. If Tony Khan did that right there, I would start calling him Tony Corleone if he did that. That's bullshit. If he does that, man, I'm going to buy an AEW logo shirt. I'm only going to wear that bitch to the grocery store and the gym. But I would get it. Wait, I already got one. I got the Chicago flag one. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I don't even need it. Never mind. I got one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Adrian, that was you. Shouts out to you. Adrian said, let me play devil's advocate. Maybe Bayley wants to work different styles, but WWE won't let her. Because again, I told y'all going into the new year, if there is a show still, I'm not going to debate. I'm just going to rebuttal and tell you where my stance is on that. That is actually a yes and no. Yes, I agree with they won't let her do what she wants because WWE doesn't let people do what they want. Hence why the promotion is so sterile, boring, and fucking fragile in nature. But the no part of it is this. Bayley has enough seniority to stand up for herself to where she could be like, hey, let me do this or I'm fucking gone. I'm walking out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also a side of it where she could stand up for herself. Like I said, even Asuka just fucking said that randomly. So basically that's telling you what the ladies think of her. The ladies are basically saying like they want Bayley to stand up for herself because they probably think she's too good of a person. And the only way to deal with selfish pricks is to act like a selfish prick. I hate to say it. And that's what Triple Nose is. The only way to get through to a selfish prick is to also be a selfish prick. Oh, you don't want to give me what I want? You don't want to break bread with me? Okay, cool. I'm gone. Wait. Wait. Yeah, that's the only way to get through. I'm telling you, that's the only way. That's the only way. You got to be able to walk away from the table. You got to know when to hold on, know when to fall down, know when to walk away. Look at this white motherfucker. Look at him. Motherfucker was doing a luau with his head. But David Farley said, I'm surprised WWE didn't punish Bayley for that wrestler seminar. Me too.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna punish Bayley, why aren't you punishing Natty for the dungeon?
That's a part of what I was saying with the seniority thing, dude, where I think Natalya probably just started speaking up for herself. Like once they got her on that new deal, she probably was like, okay, here's what I'm about to do. Because I could have went to AEW and helmed up that women's division.
Oh.
So here's what I'm about to do. She didn't say, here's what I'm going to ask you permission for. Natty probably was like, okay, here's what I'm about to do. You're going to let me be the low-key legend character. You're going to let me run the dungeon. You're like, Natalya probably got sick and tired of being sick and tired and told them, here's what I'm about to do.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Said Bayley is too big of a fan to say no, that's her kryptonite. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with the initial sentiment of what Adrian said, but I think also on the flip side, Bayley is just too fucking nice. Straight up.
Yeah, she was never meant for the wrestling business.
And if a lot of these wrestlers grew the balls to stand up to Triple Nose, which I think, by the way, I said this a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago, there is going to be a mutiny with the talent from WWE in the near future. I didn't say that a year. I said that like recently.
Yeah.
There's going to be a mutiny. The worse and worse this product gets, the less and less those buildings fill up, it is going to be a mutiny. These wrestlers are going to pick up the phone and start being like, hey, Tony, what you got for me, man?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even trying to come back here. It's going to be wrestlers that's going to be picking up the phone with Tony Khan, leading with that. Going, hey, Tony, I'm going to keep it a buck. What you got for me? I will sign. I have no intent on going back to WWE. It's coming. And by the way, pause if necessary, it's coming faster than y'all think it is. It is. It's going to start with me and Warner said, it's going to start with the fans. The mass exodus is going to start with the fans. Then it's going to start with some of the stooges. Then it's going to be the wrestlers. Just remember we said it. Remember we said it. You're going to start seeing all these reports. Hey, this top star in WWE sent out feelers to AEW. The shoe is going to be on the other foot. Tony Khan is going to be tampering with WWE's top wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
The shoe is going to be on the other foot real soon. Remember I said it. Yes, Ada Steele is a great example of that.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't out of that ID program for 2 months, dude. You think she went on the phone with somebody over at AEW as soon as they wrapped up that ID contract? She probably was on the phone before. It's happening. You ain't got to take my word. It's happening. Go ahead, Warner. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next we have the WWE World Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, versus the Bouncy Man and Leon Slater.
Real quick. If you ever needed the hint of a bad omen in any professional wrestling setting, AJ Styles slipping on the top rope on a phenomenal forearm is a pretty bad fucking omen.
Yeah.
That's a bad omen if I've ever seen one. A move that AJ Styles hits 99 times out of 100. That was the omen. To me, that was the omen. I was like, oh, this is good. This is bad. Oh, and by the way, real quick, let me give this analysis as well. I thought y'all hated flippity doppity stupidity doo.
Mm-hmm.
I saw all the people on the motherfucking timeline, the drones on the timeline going, wow, Leon Slater and Mr. Bouncy Man are so entertaining. All they did was Cirque Day so damn late.
Mm-hmm.
There was no psychology in this match at all. None. Zero. You could barely even, let's keep it a buck. You could barely even say there was work rate in this match.
No.
Let's keep it a buck.
No, this match was like, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's see Matt Hardy send out a think piece on this one. Matt Hardy, what are your thoughts on this match? Where's the Matt Hardy think piece on this? Did this match have storytelling to you?
No. No.
And even with all of the flippity doppity stupidity do, guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? It still didn't shift out of first gear.
No.
They did all that, and this match still didn't shift out of first gear. Give your thoughts on this match and keep going. This was just a resounding disappointment.
This match was 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Felt shorter.
Yeah. Cody and Oba got 9 minutes 10. Soul and Bayley got 9:25. I don't know. I mean, this match was a spot fest. For everything that I hear that, you know, oh, the Young Bucks, yes, and AEW that. Right here.
And Will
Right
Ospreay
here.
this. And
Yeah, exactly. Right here. This entire match was everything that AEW is accused of. Right in this match.
And David Farley, excellent point. Said WWE buried TNA so bad.
And they're not even done yet.
And the awkward post-match, like fake forced passing of the torch moment thing they tried to go for.
Mm-hmm.
That was, man, I rebuke that cringe. It didn't even hit. Like, you could tell, like, the crowd was even like, yay?
Is this what we're supposed to cheer for?
And here's another bad omen for this show. AJ Styles got a courtesy pop, y'all. AJ Styles got a courtesy pop. It was like, yay. They don't want none. Yeah. I was like, AJ Styles is a better worker and a better talent and had more longevity and better matches and a better fucking game tape than Cena could ever have.
Yeah.
Weekly Steel Chair said they exhausted Leon Slater's high-flying offense too quickly when he isn't like that on Thursday nights. I know, bro. Then he was moving in the ring like a fucking youth pastor. Like, why was his footwork so weird? Adrian said, AJ, you're selling yourself short if you don't go do one AEW run before retirement. Don't be like Cena, be like Sting. End it the right way. That's a fact. Man, I don't want to see an AJ Styles WWE retirement tour. I'm good. WWE does not need to be throwing out any life preservers. Any life preserver WWE throws out has already been pre-deflated. I don't want to see it. 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 Go ahead.
Alrighty, real quick. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles won. AJ Styles used the Styles Clash on Leon Slater. Oh boy. After that, we got a litany of tweets from sports teams and other wrestlers saying, "Thank you, Cena. Thank you, Cena. We love Cena."
By the way, Werner, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the performative, all these wrestlers posting, "Oh, thank you, Cena," and I'm so glad this performative nonsense can end, because I guarantee you, by the end of next week, none of these wrestlers that are being all performative and trying to get a little bit of clout off of Cena's retirement, I guarantee you, none of them will be posting about John Cena. I am so glad this performative shit has reached a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna save that until we was done with Cena. I had to get out my shit. Ain't no way he fucking said that. Oh, I'm gonna save this for after we get through with the. I'm gonna say, oh my fucking God, this is about to get so bad for him. Oh, this is about to get so bad for him. Wait until I tell y'all this next shit. Wait until I tell y'all this next shit. Werner, go. Just go.
We come back from break, and they throw it to Stephanie McMahon and Joe Tessitore.
And nobody cares about Joe Tacklebox and fucking Stephanie McMahon.
However, you could see someone in the ring behind them who interrupted them with an awesome. It was the Jizz.
Try it.
And the Jizz throwing a temper tantrum like a toddler about being left out of the Cena celebration. Since he beat him at WrestleMania.
This is Werner's goddamn fault. If the Miz is doing anything, and why even him on the roster? Why even him on the roster?
Yeah, fire him.
You had to
fire his ass.
Speak him up and this bullshit. Man, don't put nothing else out in the atmosphere. Probably call a fucking wildfire in Michigan when you open your damn mouth. Lord.
Try.
To make a long story fucking short, R-Truth showed up, Joe Hendry showed up, they beat up the Miz, the end. We then get another thank you Cena video package where everyone's holding little signs saying thank you Cena and we can see you, including fucking Brock Lesnar.
I said, is he gonna join the Red Cross? Is Sally Struthers gonna come to John Cena's village and drop off some rice? What are we doing? Are we raising money for Cena? Everybody raise money for John Cena's retirement fund.
He has no money.
After years of bumping on his ass, it has left him with the ability to not walk. What the fuck, bro?
He has no tailbone.
When he goes to take a shit, he falls in the toilet. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
He needs a special toilet that costs $5 million.
One where it leans directly forward, because that is the only way he can land.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious. I fuck me. Werner, I've never done this on the show. Y'all, I'm about to do something I've never done on this show. All the years of doing this show. I'm actually going to give Werner the stage to break down the John Cena and Gunther match. And not only am I going to give him the stage to break down the match, I am going to give him the free reign to give his rating first.
Oh.
Werner, you better make this good. Because what I'm about to tell the people, they about to get real angry. Go ahead.
All righty, kids. Here it is. The the last time is now match, John Cena versus Gunther. In a highly performative bullshit match where Gunther doesn't know how to work anymore and John Cena still bumps on his fucking ass. John Cena tapped out with the biggest, goofiest smile on his face. That was John Cena, kids. That was fucking John Cena. This match was terrible. And Daryl called this match spot for spot yesterday. And I couldn't believe what I was watching. I literally could not believe what I was watching because he literally called it spot for spot. I was blown away. My God, this match was terrible. And then post-match, everyone's booing. Oh my God, Cena lost. You have Hunter come out and everyone that was in the back to surround the ring, God knows what reason, everyone's still booing. And for again, another reason, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk give them their belts. No explanation why. John walks around going, I got belts. Yay, I lost, but I'm still a champion. Yay. No one cared. John Cena took his shoes off for no reason and took off his armbands and walked away. No surprises, no nothing. No Batista, no Rock, nobody. Nobody came out, and that was it. It went fade to fucking black. -10, no fucking moment.
Oh, y'all better get ready. First and foremost, I am glad that John Cena went out on the same mediocrity shield that he entered the business with. Okay. I'm actually happy this match went out the way he went out the way he did. Because the embarrassment that he had to feel in that moment, the embarrassment that his fan base had to feel in that moment, is the same embarrassment I felt when it came to watching professional wrestling when he was on top. And that is coming from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have never seen me speak like this on this show. That comes from the bottom. John Cena made me fall out of love with professional wrestling. I've said that on this show millions of times. Back when my mom used to be in this comment section, she even said, yep, that because that's what I used to tell her. John Cena made me fall out of love with professional wrestling. So that same embarrassment, that same disdain, that same hurt, that same feeling that all of the John Cena fucking dorks probably felt in that moment, I had to feel for 10 fucking years. I was grateful. In that moment, not vindicated, I was grateful. I said, thank you. And not thank you, Cena. I said, thank God for this moment. Because for all of those people he buried that were better than him, all of the talent that I thought was going to go to the top, but then Cena buried them, all of the disappointments, the debt was repaid tonight. He had a terrible retirement run, and he went out in the most embarrassing fashion possible. And I couldn't be more grateful. Mm-hmm. And if you are a Cena fan watching this, and you have an opposition to what I say, normally I would say debate me, but this time around I'm going to say I do not give a fuck. You did not have your love for professional wrestling ruined for a decade. I did. And I am not the only person that feels that way. There's millions, literally. Look at how many millions of people fell off the viewership when that man was on top of the business.
And still haven't come back.
So no, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that moment happened. I'm relieved that moment happened. Because for the first time ever, they finally got to feel what I felt for 10 years. This was bigger than a match for me. Because I knew this was going to play out this way. I called it spot for spot. I even called the finish. And if you notice, I was being real smug about it. The reason why I was being real smug about it is because I wanted to say what I'm saying right now. And I knew I was finally going to have the ability to say what I'm saying right now. And in the immortal words of James Brown, I feel good. Fuck you, Cena. Fuck your career. Fuck all of the talent that was better than you that you buried. Fuck your politics. Fuck your insecurity. Fuck your jorts. Fuck your hats. Fuck your shirts. Fuck all the people that cheered you on. Fuck your impact on the business. You did not leave the business in a better place than what you found it. You should not be training wrestlers of the future. You should not be giving advice. And I am glad that this business is rid of you. Now the industry can heal.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns, you're next. Now the industry can begin to heal. But let me drop some on y'all that y'all gonna get real upset about. Triple Nose had the nerve to say about getting booed, I'm actually mildly disappointed. I thought it would be so much louder. Dumbass. That is the last words of a defeated man.
Yeah.
He knows, no pun intended, he knows it's over for him. Paul Levesque, the man, knows it's over for him. I said on yesterday's stream, he is going to destroy the last inkling of goodwill he has with that drone fan base today. I said that this has the potential to be catastrophic. And with these arrogant, smug-ass comments that he just made, he's letting you know, I went out in a blaze of glory and I don't even give a fuck about how you feel about it. You know why? Because we're probably going to sell to Saudi within the next 2 years anyway. So fuck you and how you feel about it. I'm going out in a blaze of glory. I don't care if you never buy another ticket. Thank you for all of the money you did give us. Now I'm going down with the ship. Cue up the violins. That's what he just said to every single one of you. And you know what? Just like how I said about Cena a second ago, I'm grateful. Because maybe now, drones, maybe now, you'll realize this company does not fucking care about you. And I hope that this is the start of a trend of these WWE fans actually booing stuff that they don't like. I hope that this was their breaking point. Because now there's a lot of WWE fans that are going to have to go on a journey to figure out why they are even still watching this product. Want to know how I know? For the first time since we've been doing this show, I saw an overwhelming amount of hate for the finish of this show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see one positive comment. I saw one person trying to play cleanup, but like you could tell it was no gusto behind it. They were just saying it because it's the default. You know, like how a vacuum sucks or how a prostitute sucks. Just the default. But it was an overwhelming, not a majority. No, it was an overwhelming wave of people within the WWE universe that were like, fuck this product. Fuck Triple H. Not, oh, Triple H has to do better. No. Because you know the stuff they normally say. Triple H has to do better. It's going somewhere. Y'all know all the drone talking points. Y'all know all the canned drone talking points. No, it was none of that. It was fuck Triple H, fuck WWE, I'm done. So WWE fans that have became Laps fans as of tonight, when you are preparing to go on this journey trying to figure out what wrestling you should watch, I'm not going to lead you in one direction or another. You are going to have to go down the same path that people like me and Werner had to go down, where we had to figure out if we even wanted to watch wrestling, period, after the damage WWE did to the industry. Have fun.
Enjoy.
It's a long road, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a long road.
A lot of soul searching.
Enjoy. That's why this feels so good to me. Robert came through with 10 schmackaroos saying late fee. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. -10. No moment. Robert with the 10 schmackaroos said late fee stopping in to say hello from Mulligan's and I'm assuming Grand Rapids. Said we'll watch on playback. Yeah, man, this is one of the most profound reviews I think we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good game in this one, dude. A lot of good game. Adrian said, I love my city. We held WWE accountable. No, I can't take that away from DC tonight.
How? Because you booed? The first time people booed? It's not going to change much. People are going to be upset, but you know what's going to happen? Viewership's still going to be the same on Raw. Viewership is still going to be the same on SmackDown. If there are Laps fans, great. I really hope that they go down the rabbit hole and soul search. But in the short term, they're still going to tune into Raw. Still going to turn into SmackDown. Still going to watch the next $35, plea.
Now, going into 2026, me and Werner on opposite sides of this logic. I think that this was, and I told Werner this, I think that for the goodwill of Triple H and the WWE product, this was going to be a death blow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think the impact is going to be immediate. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think that, no. But I think by the time Saudi Rumble rolls around, there's going to be a lot of fans that are going to be like, well, I got buttons for this.
Fuck you.
Simple as that. A lot of, I would say hundreds of thousands of Laps fans were created tonight, whether Werner agrees or not. I think hundreds of thousands of Laps fans were created
again,
tonight.
this is a wait and see approach. We're going to have to wait and see.
I'm standing on it. I think that hundreds of thousands of Laps fans were created tonight. Tonight, not tomorrow. I think tonight. I don't think we see the impact of it until the new year. Like when we start seeing half empty arenas in the new year, that's when I'm going to be like, oh yeah, it's bad. Like when we get back to 2019, that's when I'm going to be like, yeah, this is bad.
Real quick to answer Pete. I see that they chanted AEW at Hunter. So what? Those crowds are conditioned to get themselves over. Just because they chanted AEW doesn't mean they're going to run on Wednesday to watch AEW. Now, if that happens, great. If we see a 1.3 or 1.4 viewership on Thursday for the 3-hour collision / Dynamite, great. I will come on here on Friday and be like, hand to God, I was wrong.
Again,
but I doubt it.
Again, I don't think the impact is going to be that immediate. I think that's the only thing we agree on when it comes to this logic. I don't think the impact is going to be immediate, but I am certain that they created at least 200,000 Laps fans tonight. Minimum. I think you're thinking in the arena. No, I think beyond the arena, 200,000 plus Laps fans were created tonight. There's no way you do this and that doesn't happen.
Right.
Look at the year-over-year audience loss just when it comes to their programming.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Let me see what we got. Beldar Farley said, Saudi Royal Rumble will fail. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I think you start to see the effects. And Jericho is not going to save this.
Don't you find it funny that you got your first Royal Rumble ad tonight versus the, 30 or 40 we've been getting on weekly television for Elimination Chamber in Chicago?
Dog, they're carpet bombing on domestic soil. It's like Tulsa. They're bombing their own village. They're bombing their own village. They don't even need help. They're doing it to themselves. Remember when we said this to Tony Khan? We was like, all he has to do is just stay the course. WWE is carpet bombing themselves. We said this years ago. Fuego said there may not be a bump in AEW viewership, but there will be a drop in WWE's. That's what I'm saying. Like, dog, by Saudi Rumble, it's gonna be rough. Let alone by the time we get to Saudi Mania. That's gonna be the make or break year for AEW. That's gonna be the make or break year for CMLL, MLW. That's gonna be the make or break year. If AEW cannot make up ground on WWE's viewership and business by 2027, Tony Khan, you might need to shut down shop.
I'd say the same thing about TNA too.
Because WWE has already shot themselves in every fucking limb possible. The last place to shoot themselves is in the damn head. Real talk. And you know what, Fuego? That's a good comment. Yeah, if I'm Jericho, I'm going, yikers. Do I really want to go back? Yeah, Jericho, you need to be doing a lot of consideration tonight, dog. I hope you have, I pray you have not already signed. Because that grass is not greener on that other side. Let me see what I got. Said Jericho might reverse course after this. Yeah, dude, if I was him, I would, but I'm not him. Adrian said that's going to be the turning point. Saudi Mania, that's going to be AEW's big opportunity. And Tony did indicate that he does have plans in place for that stretch. He didn't say what exactly, but he did say he got something planned for that stretch.
Every division has to be on fire at that point by January or February of that year.
Fuego said Tony got 30% of the market, though. He could legit just not do shit. If he plays his cards right, leading into 2027, he could end up having a bigger share than that. WWE share is getting ready to shrink fast. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, let me see what we got. Oh, and by the way, Fuego said with two smackaroos, Paul said new era again, by the way. What they got a partnership for ball caps? What?
Seriously?
Where? What new era? The resentment era? The last fan
coming.
era? Yeah.
It's coming, and it's coming in hot.
Dude. Yeah, P-Rocks, I literally just said that. Yeah, no, Tony Khan definitely said that. He said he got plans. We'll see what that is. We'll see what that is. We don't know. If I get some information, I kind of want that to be a surprise. But like, yeah, if I get some information, I'll hint that I got some information. But like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, clear the air. If this didn't kill your high for WWE, be it a drone or a Fed Walker or something in between, nothing will, and WWE will continue to beat you down whenever they feel like it. And I hope that you choose better for yourself. If you don't, can't save somebody who don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
Because over here at CovalentTV, we ain't no Captain Saber hoes. And we definitely ain't no Captain Saber bros.
No.
Okay? And that's why I want to clear the air on. Oh, and fuck Cena.
Fuck Cena. Real quick, prayers out to everyone in the Providence, Rhode Island area and the University of Brown and that situation.
No doubt.
That's what I wanted to clear the air on.
Bet it up. Bet it up. All right, cool. Well, shit. Y'all rock this out, man. We appreciate every single person watching the stream. I think this is one of the most well-rounded, profound streams we've ever laid down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all gonna want to watch this one back. It was a lot of gems in this one, okay? But it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the brazen in his ass. So, sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starks, and
The beacon of football by the Messiah of semi-cute sixes or the eternal pessimist. Big Dub.
peace out, y'all.
See you Monday.